history. And speaking of Boston notables, Paul Wylie is another in a long line of skating stars from this area. Long before the Skating Club of Boston was founded in 1912, there was a love of figure skating that thrived on the many ponds that froze over each winter in Massachusetts. Bostonians like Nathaniel Niles and 1920 Olympic bronze medalist Teresa Weld Blanchard pioneered the modern style of skating. In the 1924 games, Boston would be honored with the Olympic silver medal, won by the stylish Beatrix Lochran. But it was a young Radcliffe student who would dominate American figure skating for nearly half a century, Maribel Vincent Owen. In 1928, she came within a tenth of a point of taking the world crown from reigning champion Sonja Henie. It was alleged that European judges gave the edge to Norway's Henie. Maribel won a record 9 U.S. singles championships and 6 Paris titles. She was also the first woman sports reporter for the New York Times, covering the 1936 Olympics, where she again competed with longtime rival Sonja Henie. After World War II, the spotlight swung back to Boston with the arrival of a young man who came to study at Harvard. Dick Button, a native of New Jersey, was embraced by the Boston figure skating community as a favorite son. In 1948, he became the first American skater in history to win a world and Olympic title. He repeated his gold medal victory in the 1952 Winter Games. Button inspired other skaters who shared the ice with him in Boston. Among them, Tenley Albright, the graceful and brilliant Radcliffe undergrad, became the first American woman to win a world championship and skated to an Olympic gold medal at Cortina in 1956. Tenley went on to a successful career as a surgeon. By 1961, a new generation of Boston skaters joined the world team led by men's champion Swampscott's Bradley Lord. Dynamic Gregory Kelly from Newton took the second spot. The pairs champions were Boston University co-ed Maribel Y. Owen and her partner Dudley Richards. The ladies' competition went to a sparkling young Winchester, Massachusetts high school student, Laurence Owen, the younger daughter of the renowned former champion. Maribel Vincent Owen joined her daughters, Maribel and Laurence, as a world team coach. They set off for Prague with high hopes, but on February 15, 1961, the entire U.S. figure skating team was killed when their plane crashed in Belgium. Of the 22-member contingent, almost half came from the Boston area. A memorial fund established in honor of the 1961 team has helped to rekindle the power of American figure skating, and the Skating Club of Boston remains a prime training ground for future champions. From Cambridge to Cape Cod, skaters from the Bay State have risen to the top of the sport. Kitty and Peter Carruthers from Burlington, Massachusetts, were the 1984 Olympic silver medalist in pairs. Stoneham's Nancy Kerrigan took the bronze medal in Albertville and the silver in Lillehammer. And in March of this year, South Chatham's Todd Eldridge brought the World Championship back to the United States. He is from Cambridge, Massachusetts, so you can imagine the welcome that he is experiencing right now. The three-time silver medalist from the U.S. Championships and the silver medalist from the '92 Olympic Games. Here is 31-year-old Paul Wylie skating for the Bruins.
And the music is on the waterfront, and that explains the choice of a workmanlike jacket. Look at the stretch in this spiral. Paul Wylie, as great a stylist among the men as Dorothy Hamill among the women.
It really brings the drama of this music, makes it come alive and draws you into the story. moves are wonderful. He puts as much energy into the moves in this program as much as he does into the triple jumps that he does.
Look at the arch, the stretch of the leg in this sit spin.
Peggy, you mentioned the pressure for Dorothy Hamill to live up to what everyone expects to see when she is on the ice. And how about when you're skating in your home area? Paul Wylie here in front of so many people that he knows.
Oh, that's a different kind of pressure. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of people you know.
Well, it's not so much people who you know, but people who know skating, who can look at that spiral he just did and not realize that it too equals the very, very best in skating. This program in the same genre as his other programs, JFK, Carmina Burana, Apollo 13. All telling a story, all done with extraordinary tension and point of view.
And every move has a meaning. Oh, he's wonderful.
And of course, anyone that knows the story of On the Waterfront knows that the hero was shot at the end and dies. And that explains the fall at the end of this program.
Well, Paul Wylie, a graduate of Harvard, accepted to Harvard Law, much like Dick Button, who skated in this very building when he was at Harvard himself.
Well, I never had the stretch or the point of view or the line that Paul Wylie has. I wish I did.
Well, there's still time, Dick.
Good show.
Well, Dick, you may not have had that beautiful line, but you could spin very quickly, just as Paul does in the air on that very nice triple.
And there is Dick Button's figure skating idol, Paul Wylie, awaiting his scores. And for skating technique, they range from 5.8 up to perfect 6s. And now awaiting the artistic presentation marks. Well, the smile tells it all. They should be very good. And they are. Perfect 6s across the board for Paul Wylie and the Bruins. And still to come,